Sebastian!
Now please place your hands on the wall and relax your body some more.
I can't take anymore! No, it hurts!
Do bear with it a little longer, sir. You will find your body becoming accustomed to it shortly.
Coming! I can't...
They're coming out! My guts on the verge! Coming out of my body, I say!
No lady has yet had her innards squeezed out by a corset.
A dream, huh? It's dark. No. A blindfold? I've been restrained somehow. As if the corset wasn't bondage enough. Now I've been bound further, eh?
Ciel, you have no wasp waist. It is a must for any woman worth her salt.
Well, the young Earl is a boy after all.
Just because it's not their problem. Anyway, where am I? The sound of people conversing.
Quiet, please, everyone. Next, I present you the featured item for which everyone has been waiting.
The Viscount's voice. Item? What is he talking about?
Won't you please feast your eyes upon this? Derive your enjoyment from appreciating her as you would a fine work of art. Or keep and treasure her as you would a pet. She would prove a glittering jewel for any ritual, as well, would you not agree? Or according to demand, you may wish to sell her off in pieces. A prize of this caliber is a very rare one indeed. The color of her eyes is a beautiful contrast between the sea, which reflects the sky, and the deepest forest.
An underground auction, eh?
Now allow me to show you!
This man. So he's been selling off the organs of the murdered prostitutes here.
The bidding starts at 1,000, 2,000, 3,000!
Sebastian, I'm here.
What is going on?
You really possess no talent save for that of being captured, sir. Do you not think you are too careless because you trust I will come when you call?
So long as I carry the covenant, you will come for me whether I call you or not.
The covenant is a mark, a devil imprints upon the one who enters into its agreement. Its prey, so as not to lose sight of it. The more obvious the location of this mark, the greater the power of the covenant. However, nevermore shall there be any hope of escape from the devil's grasp.
I shall accompany you wherever you may go, until the very end.
That's just us.
Well,
I do not speak falsely, as humans do. Though this body may perish, I shall never leave your side. I shall escort you to the farthest reaches of hell.
Don't you ever lie to me. Not ever.
Yes, my lord. I have already contacted the Yard, so they will be arriving at any moment.
Then let's not dawdle. The chaps at the Yard will be none too pleased to find us here.
Yes, especially with that appearance of yours, my lady.
That's right!
Ahem. Anyway, with this, the case of Jack the Ripper is closed. But it was over all too soon.
Chief Inspector! This way!
In any case, it would appear that the yard has arrived. Then let us be off.
Just now, I thought I felt someone there. Was it only my imagination?
Jack the Ripper appears once more. The victim is Annie Chapman. A prostitute is sacrificed again.
How could this be? The Viscount didn't go anywhere last night.
If it becomes seemingly impossible for a lone suspect to have committed the murder, then it does beg the question of a possible copycat. No. Or even if there haven't been multiple culprits from the very start.
In other words, we were off the mark in suspecting the Viscount.
We're back to square one. I'll narrow down the suspects again. Sebastian, the list.
Yes, sir.
The population of London alone is 4.5 million, and that swells further during the season. By simply relaxing the conditions, the number of suspects increases.
Still at it, are you?
Madam Red.
All work and no play makes Ciel a dull boy. What say we take a break for a round of this?
The chess set, eh? That takes me back.
Doesn't it just? I got it out of the storeroom because Ciel was coming. Now break time, break time. Grelle, see to the tea.
As it is evening, I have prepared an herbal tea of rose hips.
How could herbal tea be so salty? And you call yourself a butler? Fix it!
Yes'm. Even so, I am still a butler for sure.
Salt.
Really? By contrast, your butler is really rather competent, or should I say a hard worker, or
Not particularly. Certainly not to that extent.
If Sebastian is that able, you may as well even leave the investigation of the Viscount's residence and all the rest to him.
He's both my might and my hands and feet. Sebastian is but a chessman, and only I, the horseman, can move the horse. I were to defeat my opponent with an automation of a chessman, the achievement could not be considered my own. I always give the orders, and without them, he has been disciplined to move not so much as a muscle. However, you might say the sole difference between Sebastian and this knight is that he is a knight who can move to any square in one fell swoop, like this.
My king is... But that's against the rules.
Indeed. That is, if we are playing a game of chess. This world is no chess game, where one cannot win if not playing by the rules. Without fail, players will break the rules, and chessmen will betray the players. And if I'm to play games with their like on equal footing, I'd have no chance at victory if I didn't break the rules myself, right? On this chessboard of Great Britain we call our home, letting one's guard down immediately accounts to checkmate.
Surely there must have been another way for you to live, and that one didn't involve becoming the underworld's watchdog. I'm certain my older sister, your mother, would have wished for it too. Despite that, here you are. Have you returned, after all, to the underworld? Because you wish to avenge my murdered sister and her husband. Neither my sister and brother-in-law nor Lizzie and I would want that.
I have never once thought to avenge my parents or anything of the sort. Were I to avenge them, the dead will still not come back to life, much less be able to enjoy the sweet taste of revenge. Calling it vengeance or battle of revenge, just glossing over the truth. Such utterances amount to nothing more than selfishness of the survivors after all. A luxury of the living, wouldn't you say? I did not return to Phantom Hive for the sake of the previous head. I returned for myself. All I want to do is give those who betrayed and defiled the name of the Phantom Hive a taste of the humiliation and pain that I suffered. Checkmate.
Oh gosh, that makes 46 losses in a row for me. You've always been good at this kind of thing, and I've been losing to you since way back when. I still remember the day you were born as if it were yesterday. I just started out as a nurse. I didn't know what to do during the delivery. As a newborn, you were tiny and precious, and I felt I had to protect you. Though, in the end, I couldn't bear any children of my own. To me, you're like my real son. And as a mother, to her son, I want you to wash your hands of the underworld.
I'm here now because I wished for it. I made the choice. So, I have no regrets, and I do not wish to depend on anyone. Now, if you will excuse me, it's been fun, madam.
I won't lose next time, Ciel.
Good night.
I made some more tea. What?
Why must that small child shoulder something so heartbreaking and painful?
My master always carries out his word, even if the path he walks is long, dark, and cold. That is why I have vowed to serve by the young master's side.
I suppose he'll keep on going even if I try to stop him. Couldn't be there for him when he was suffering most. Sebastian? I know I shouldn't ask this of you when we barely know each other, but please don't ever leave his side, so he doesn't stray off his path and wander alone.
Yes. I shall stand by him and protect him until the very end.
Madam? Madam?
What a frightful night. It would seem a storm is brewing.
How about it?
No matter how many times I simulate the events, only the Viscount could have been involved in this string of murders.
So we have to alter our search conditions. The Viscount couldn't have been involved in yesterday's murder.
Yes, true. It would have been impossible for any of the persons who are at the Viscount's residence.
Anyway, tomorrow we'll... Sebastian? You don't mean...
I have told you many times that I do not lie. I, your chessman, am your might, your hands and feet. I will decide, I will choose all, and for that you shall become my might. You said as much that day. I am merely a butler. I do not cross that line. I only faithfully execute what the master orders and answer what the master asks me.
So it was impossible for a person who was there?
Yes, exactly.
No, I see. You bastard!
By your order, I, your chessman, shall become your sword. Now then, let us move into check, master.